Have you ever felt angry or annoyed if somebody walked close up to you? Or if a stranger just came up and touched your car? You ever wonder why you felt that way? Why are you angry? Hello, my name is Charlene Roman, and today we'll be discussing territoriality. Territoriality is a trait that both animals and humans possess. Both an animal and a human being will try to safeguard their territory if it appears to be threatened by an opposing party. A good example of this is when I was in a restaurant with my daughter Violet. A gentleman came over to our table. He wasn't on the wait staff. He was just some ordinary guy. Came up and he waved from afar and said, "Hey, how's it going? How's your daughter? How old is she?" And it was fine until he kept walking closer and closer, until he was literally reaching over me to pet my daughter on the head. Now, the funny thing is, as each step he walked closer to me, the more I felt uncomfortable. I felt that he could be dangerous. It went from him being completely not a viable, dangerous person to, I'm talking about code red, this guy is a freak. It's funny how our territories are set up, an invisible line that we say, this is my space, don't cross over it. This is my daughter, don't touch her. It's ingrained in us as human beings, even animals. And many people have done studies on this, saying that it's not a taught behavior, but it's just manifested in us. It's in our DNA. It's a primitive part of our essence. Even a lion, it could be a human, it could be another animal, encroaches on his territory. He will defend his mate and his space by either lethally or he'll just scare you enough that you'll run away. Dr. Vito is a professor of communications at Hunter's, and he wrote Human Communications 9th edition. And there's a part of the book that he talks about territoriality. He states, male animals will stalk out its particular territory and consider its own. They will also allow prospect males to enter, but will defend entrances by others, especially other males of their species. Well, that's exactly what we do, isn't it? That's what we do as human beings. This trait, it translates in so many forms in very social situations for humans and not unlike their animal counterparts. Territoriality, again, it's not learned. It's genetic. It even shows up as children. What are the first couple of words we learn as children? Mommy, daddy, mine. This is my toy. This is my bottle. This is my bed. And then, when we grow up a little bit further, adolescence, we kick people out of our rooms. We will brawl and physically throw out other siblings because they're in our territory. Think about that. Think about all the times that you kicked out your siblings or somebody came up in your yard who you didn't know, didn't mess with your land, didn't destroy any property, but you were enraged that they came up your property without your permission. Think about that. Doesn't matter how rich we are, how educated, how evolved we think we are. Territoriality is not going to go away. In fact, I personally think that it's an integral part of our evolution. We need to stake what is ours. We need to say, this is mine, I'm going to fight for it. That, I paid so much money for my house and I worked for it. We need to stake our claim. We need to show pride and ownership. And I think that as human beings and animals, that's what makes us great.